Are you guys ready to delve into, or back into, I should say, the Apollo Justice Says Attorney Trilogy? We're going to finish off Dual Destinies tonight. I'm pretty damn sure this will be the end of the special episode, and then it will be the end of Dual Destinies. Hey, Callum, how are you doing? One tab didn't want to load. I was just gonna check videos to react to later. I need to reorganize this probably anyway. Alright, that's good. We're going to be finishing the special episode of Dual Destinies, and then I'm going to see how I feel afterwards, whether I go into Spirit of Justice straight away or just take a break for a little bit. Because of it, these are long games, especially when I'm reading out all of the dialogue and all that. So these two, this is the later one. I need to remind myself what I was doing again. I think what we had was an investigation day. No, we didn't have an investigation day. We had a recess for bringing in, no, history. Oh yeah, there was a recess to bring in Orla as a witness. Oh, there we go. Well, this is a funny time to come into it because obviously there will be spoilers. Because this is near the end of the DLC case. So this is in between case 2 and 3 of the main game with Dual Destinies. That's when it's set. You're barely, like, just forewarning, if you're coming in right now, spoilers, obviously. It seems like, obviously. I need to check something too. I think I have the wrong thumbnail on something. Oh, that's alright, it's scheduled for later. That's right. Cool. Leave it to you to think of something like calling Orla Mr. Right. This is also one of the wackier cases, because we defended the Orca in court, and now we're calling the Orca as a witness. Well, she's the only one who knows all the answers after all. I just talked to Pearls, and she said Orla seems to be feeling fine. Now we have to try and figure out how Mr. Rhymes manipulated Orla. That's the voice I have with Athena. So I'm giving it to... I'm using my own voice for Phoenix because that's the main character we're seeing from the viewpoint of. And then Athena gets the voice that I'm doing for the different voices. So I try and make it immersive. If we put Mr. Rhymes and Orla together, maybe we can get some kind of clue. And I can't forget about the strange set of Prince of Rhymeses either. I really appreciate you trying to save both Orla and me. I had no idea Marlon hated Orla like that. I feel like I've been shocked by a torpedo ray. Of course he would hate the killer whale that murdered his girlfriend right in front of him. Oh, Mr. Plum, you've been watching the trial? Of course she has. Oh, yes. I came to make a declaration of war. Declaration of war? No matter what the result of today's trial, I will report the truth in my new book. Even if that truth goes against what I wrote in The Killer Whale. I don't know what the truth is, not even about what happened a year ago. Dr. Crab. Azura died right in front of my eyes, in the middle of a pirate show. Great Scott. She suddenly fell from the orca's back and began to thrash around in pain. I think I've changed my voice since last time for him, but oh well. The orca was singing a song, and then started headbutting Azura over and over. Finally, the orca took Azura in her mouth and brought her to the side of the pool. Just before she died, Azura was holding her chest in obvious pain. She was holding her chest. Wait a minute, could it be? I don't think Orla was to blame for the incident a year ago either. What? I think the cause of Miss Summers' death might have been the heart condition. Her heart condition. Heart condition? What heart condition? I never heard anything about it. Miss Summers had a prescription with Hickfield Clinic for a heart condition. I have a crush on Crab. Oh, there you go. Now be careful, because the crab might nip you. The orca didn't kill her. I think it's possible her heart condition did. What? Azura had a heart condition too? I guess she hid it from everybody, just like I did. So that means the orca was innocent a year ago too. It's just a theory, but I think the orca headbutted Azura to check on her, and then did the lifesaver trick to rescue her. So there was no need to put the orca down after all. So you really did intend to put Orla down? Because he apparently had given all the sleeping pills. Not some kind of poison, but someone said it was poison. No, Jack and I, we were against such a thing from the start. But you said you were going to euthanize the orca. Yeah, I've been wondering about that. Dr. Crab, about this capsule. It's not a poison, but a sleeping drug, right? That's right. Even if Orla attacks someone, or even if the Center for Dangerous Animal Control demands she be put down, I never had any intention of killing her. What a softie in the end. I would use sleeping pills to make it look like she was dead, and then set her free. Majestic. That's why I purchased so many sleeping capsules. Oh, that's why? I never considered the possibility that that poor woman's death was illness. She seems pretty disturbed to be wrong. I simply want to know the truth. That is why I will tell you who my client is. The day I witnessed the owner's death, I was there at request of the animal keeper. Marlon Rhymes? No, Marlon said he was new, didn't he? I forget what time period he was saying about. New animal keeper, yeah. It doesn't say how long. Well, that is correct. That day, my client called me to ask me to investigate the orca pool. He must have wanted you to witness what Orla was going to do. Why did you decide to tell us this? My desire to protect my client was standing in the way of the truth. I couldn't allow that. I will be watching to see how this all unfolds. Good luck to you, blue and yellow duo. Wow, that was quite a bombshell she just dropped, and so casually too. That woman really is a free spirit. You remember what you said yesterday, Mr. Lawyer? That you'd expose any secret if it would help save Sasha? I remember. It's my duty as a lawyer. Well, I just wanted you to know that I don't blame you for exposing the aquarium secret. It may put me in hot water, but if it helps save the orca. Let me clue you in on another secret. Focus on the orca's song. The orca's song. What could he be hinting at? Oh, Mr. Wright, looks like it's time. Alright, let's go back in. You've got it, boss. We're gonna go in there and save Sasha and Orla. Together. Alright, let's do it. And of course they just have the telly on some boxes. They don't even show it plugged in. Magic. The court will now reconvene. Is the witness Orla Shipley, commonly known as Orla, ready? Well, the orca is present, but I highly doubt she understands what's going on. Full on orca, alright. Ho ho, just as adorable as yesterday. I distinctly remember you being afraid of her on several occasions. Now, Mr. Wright, how do you propose to cross-examine the witness? I intend to have the young lady there with Orca help me. Orla help me. Hello, everyone! That young lady, didn't I meet her once before, a long time ago? Oh, yes. Yes, she did, Judge. It was memorable. She spirit channeled the ghost of Mia to be able to upgrade and defeat the prosecutor, basically. Yes, that's Pearl Fay, my old friend. Well, didn't she grow up to be a lovely young lady? Ah. I have no interest in this chit-chat. On with the cross-examination. Mr. Wright, this is all your fault. Why are you dawdling? How is this my fault? The court will now hear the testimony of Orla Shipley. Okay. Also, Pearly could just, you know, spirit channel Jack Shipley. Aha. Yeah, this is a doozy. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Do you seriously intend to cross-examine this orca? Well, she is a key witness for the defense, after all, sir. Every time you come to my courtroom, you open my eyes to a new way of thinking. It appears this will be another one of those times. Yes, he's given me the go-ahead. I'd like now to put the witness and Mr. Rhymes together to see how he manipulated the orca. Hopefully Orla will have some kind of reaction. Arr, fine by me, but naught will happen, I tell ye. Mr. Ramsworth was right. Nothing happened. I guess I shouldn't have expected it to be easy. How did he manipulate her? Right, Donald. I hope you realize that if you can't prove with this cross-examination how Rhymes controlled the orca, your defendant will be declared guilty immediately. Yes, I realize that. This is my last chance. I have to figure out how Rhymes commanded Orla to do her tricks. Blackwell is a really good character. Please begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Okay. Wait, are we really just... Oh my goodness. I guess we just press everything like normal. Miss Shipley, I'm afraid Feet is not going to get us anywhere. This is your plan of action. If you're incapable of interpreting Orca's speech, this entire exercise is folly.
Objection!
You leave the interpretation of all his heart to me. All right, girl, what do you got to say? Let me hear it. Oh, Orla, you're so cute. Right, Donna. Surely you don't intend to continue this farce. I do. Miss Shipley, please continue with your testimony. Oh my goodness.
Hold it!
Could you interpret that for the court, Miss Sykes? I'm getting a strong reading of happiness. Maybe she thinks she's doing a show? I demand serious witness testimony. There's no time for fun and games. If you continue this mockery, I will subject you to 40 lashes with a wet fish. With a wet fish? Not a wet noodle? That just sounds fishy. Oh my goodness. Hey, speaking from experience, anything is better than 40 lashes from a whip. Yep, you know from Pansy. The defense will please caution its witness to conduct herself with propriety. Click, feet this time. Woohoo. Instead of impersonating a one orca band, could you show us a lifesaver trick? I guess Orla won't do what you want unless you give her the proper signal. Oh, doesn't Orla sing beautifully? Taka's singing voice is much more melodic and clear. Meh, neither one should quit their day job. Please continue your testimony, Miss Shipley. Like, I've got an idea. So they're seeming to point to being manipulated, which will be the whistle. We've seen in this picture she had the whistle, but in the picture of the... Yeah, this first picture has the whistle, but then this one doesn't have the whistle. I thought I was remembering right that he didn't have the whistle at one point. He also doesn't have the walkie-talkie.
Hold it!
Miss Shipley seems to want to communicate something. Perhaps she's hungry? Miss Fay, could you give Miss Shipley a snack? Certainly, one moment. What a heartwarming scene. It reminds me of my granddaughter with her pet. Wow, your granddaughter must have a pretty large pet. Stop all this pet prattle and get on with the cross-examination. Oh, she's having the time of her life. But she's such an adorable creature. I never get tired of looking at her.
Silence.
I, on the other hand, have had more than my fill of this tomfoolery. Enough is enough. It sounds like Prosecutor Blackwell is about to blow his top. What should I do? Should I continue the cross-examination? I think continue it. We've got something to try here. But I'm not finished with my cross-examination. You have just about exhausted my patience, right, Donna? Mr. Wright, please finish as quickly as you can. Yes, Your Honor. But I'm not really sure how to continue. to tell. Sometimes I see the character, but it's still someone else talking. It happens. But I'm not really sure how to continue to tell the truth. Mr. Rhymes had to have come out at all somehow. Do we have anything in evidence he could have used? Yes, we do. With all those, not like I can present evidence that contradicts a particular statement, because it doesn't matter which statement. What could be used to come out all? Okay, so it doesn't matter which statement. That's good to know. Well, please continue with your testimony. Okay. I'm pretty confident we're gonna save it just in case. So we'll present the whistle. Okay, why is he saying the failure? Tell me, you only wave your finger but aimlessly is going to help you win this trial. Oh, come on. What else would it be? The walkie-talkie? We still have this here. We still have this in evidence, a whole anime cutscene.
You made it just in time. We be pirates, we love to sail
That's
the
great.
7 seas. Just a bunch of scallywags who are as free can be. We swim through storms and waves, all because you see grand treasure and adventures waiting just for me.
Pay attention to the song. That'll be relevant later. Okay. Someone's boyfriend has videos of her using a whistle to make the orca do tricks.
Objection!
That's it. Sasha told me an interesting story about Miss Summers. I was already used to sending my boyfriend videos of herself teaching the orca tricks. I used it to help Azura take the videos on a TV phone. I forgot that little detail until I saw them in the court record just then, yeah. So then that means that the boyfriend, Marlon Rhymes, would know how to, the signals to be able to get Orla to do things. Most likely Mr. Rhymes still has these videos of Miss Summers. Miss Faye, could I ask for your help? Of course, Mr. Nick. What is it? You're using Mr. Rhymes' TV phone, correct? I'd like you to examine it for me. Please look for videos of Azura Summers issuing whistle commands to Orla. Videos? I'm not too sure how to do that, but I'll give it a try. My apologies to Marlon. Right, Donna, what are you up to? You'll see in a moment. If Pearls can find those videos for me. Mr. Nick, I found them! I found some videos like you described! You did? Thank you, Miss Faye. Just as I suspected. How did Marlon Rhymes get Orla to do those tricks? I will now show you. With Mr. Rhymes' cell phone. His cell phone? Are you implying he used an app? Yep, you can get an app for everything now. You just have your Orla control app. Miss Faye, see if you can issue Orla a command. Me? Can I do such a thing? You might be able to too if you play a video with a whistle signal in it. If there's a video of the lifesaver trick, please play that. Before you do though, please put the practice dummy in the pool. The practice dummy? Alright. In it goes. There, it's sank to the bottom. Now I'll play a video. Orla's diving down, heading straight for the dummy. Yep. Hee what a smart girl you are, Orla. The lifesaver trick was a complete success, Mr. Nick. Thank you, Miss Faye. You were a big help. Now I have proof. Unbelievable. You actually pulled it off. That was the lifesaver trick we saw yesterday. Is Miss Faye an orca trainer now? No, Your Honor. I'll explain after we try one more trick. Now let's see if we can command Orla to do the singing trick. Miss Faye, if there's a video of the singing trick, please play that. Certainly. Let's see. Is it this video? Brilliant. 10 out of 10. Oh my, isn't she wonderful? That was a swashbuckler spectacular song. Ho ho, what a lovely singing voice. It wasn't bad. By the way, how did Miss Faye give the orca those commands? Marlon Rhymes has something on his phone that his girlfriend, Azura Summers, sent him. The videos of Miss Summers issuing commands to Orla with a whistle. If they have Orla listen to the sounds of the signals, anyone at all could command Orla. Okay, because I was thinking there's the pictures of the body there. Obviously it has a whistle on there, but then the whistle's missing on this picture. I thought they might have actually taken the whistle. Oh my, anyone at all? Yes, I believe so, Your Honor. All they would have to do is to play those videos. Mr. Wright, please submit those videos as evidence. I'm getting the sneaking suspicion the judge just wants to try out for himself. Miss Faye, could you send those videos to the TV phone here? Alright, certainly. Got them. Alright, I'll try playing one. Hey. That was a different song, wasn't it? So this was a training session a year ago, huh? But wait a minute, there's something about that song that bothers me. TV phone updating the court record. Play it again? In a minute, lock on. If I can, that would be great. Well, we gotta play this one again. Hello, lock on, by the way. Because we'll be able to hear this song in here. I swear that one sounded different, but I don't know if it was just because they had the orca doing different ones. Yeah. We don't have the new one to replay right now. I'm sure I should be in evidence later.
We made it just in time.
We know this one already. We played it 1,000,000 times. Just one more time though. We don't have that available to rewatch immediately, but I'm sure it will be in a moment, right? If the orca can be commanded using videos on a cell phone, then that means that Marlon Rhymes could have manipulated the creature. I'm also not sure how that would work with a whistle that is using a pitch that's outside the human range. Would the microphone of the TV phone pick that up? I guess in this case, yes. Arrgh! Mr. Rhymes, you can't talk your way out of it now.
Silence!
I have to commend you. That was very good proof. I concede Marlon Rhymes could have manipulated the orca. But isn't it true that the defendant could have done it as well? All she would have to do is use the whistle, and the whistle she knows how to use so well. And she wouldn't have had to use those videos. Surely you admit it's a possibility. She could have easily had Norma de Plume witness the singing and the lifesaver trick. So she's trying to argue it was equally possible for Sasha as it was for Rhymes, is he? Is he? But is that true? Let me think about that for a minute. That's right. Those weren't just simple cries, it was singing. As I approached the pool, the killer whale suddenly started singing. It kept headbutting while it sang the Swashbuckler Spectacular song. Yes. Because Norma de Plume thought the Swashbuckler Spectacular song was the old song that Azura Summers had taught her Orla to do, not the newer one that Sasha had taught her to do. The copper made sure Mr. Plume heard the song and saw the lifesaver trick. Could Sasha have shown these two tricks to the witness? This might be one where we have to say yes, but it's the old song, but I'm going to say she couldn't have. No, I don't think Miss Buckler could have created the same conditions as the culprit. You challenge me to a battle. I hope your sword is sharp. Let me see those sword skills of yours. Don't you worry, my sword is drawn and ready. My sword is evidence that the two tricks couldn't have been shown at the same time. Oh yeah. So, my nose is playing up, hang on. Now we use a video as evidence because whenever she sings the show song, she has to do the actions that accompany it. Is there one that double checks this? I think I would go with the video.
Take that!
What, pray tell, is that? Maybe if I just don't say anything, it'll work out somehow. Mr. Writer, giving us your best imitation of Prosecutor Blackwill. Speak up and give the court your answer. I see silence it is, then I will reward your silence with a penalty, okay. It wasn't that. There was something that she only knows one song, and that's the Swashbuckler Spectacular. Let's try this one more time. Because the actions shown in the video don't match what she does when she sings. But of course, we did show that it was a Swashbuckler Spectacular song. There was a new one when we played that recently. One trick per signal, she can't do two at a time. Duh, just present the whistle. Mr. Plume said in her testimony that she witnessed those two tricks at the same time. However, that fact is inconsistent with how Orla performs tricks. How Orla performs tricks? What are you talking about? Orla can't perform two tricks at once. She performs only one trick per whistle signal. That's how she's been trained. In other words, it will be just like with a dog. If you tell him to both sit and shake, he won't be able to do them at the same time. Am I understanding it correctly? Yes, that's the idea, Your Honor. I wonder if the judge has a dog. Probably. What a farce. So you're saying that the witness somehow managed to produce an impossible scenario? Arr! If the creature's own trainer couldn't do it, how could I? Yes, it's a mystery, isn't it? But boss, you don't have to agree so cheerfully. The defense is claiming that Marlon Rhymes manipulated the orca. But if you cannot fully explain how this was done, Your argument doesn't hold water. Hey, that rhymes, orca and water. Blackwell, you poet. If you can't straighten out your own theory, would you like me to straighten you out? No thank you. So Ola can't do 2 tricks at a time, but Mr. Bloom saw her do it. This logical inconsistency means there's a flaw somewhere. Was Mr. Plume lying? Or is it not true that Ola can't do 2 tricks at a time? But Mr. Plume had no reason to lie about such a thing. If it really is impossible for Ola to perform 2 tricks at once, then maybe either the lifesaver trick or the singing trick was faked. The recording, oh yeah, because Norma heard them through the speakers. They could have played a recording of Ola singing the song. Faked. Yes, maybe Ola only performed one of the tricks, but it was made to look like she performed 2.
Silence.
Maybe. How do you expect to conduct a sword battle with conjecture? Sounds like I'd better present some evidence here, and fast. Although I'm concerned about your profuse sweating, Mr. Wright, allow me to ask you. Which of the 2 was fake, the lifesaver trick or the singing trick? I think it would have been much easier to fake the singing trick here. So probably the song, once I blow my nose again, because now it's going for whatever reason. I really do want to replay that other anime cutscene of Azura with Ola though, because I really hope there was like a comparison between the new song and the old song. That there was a difference. Anyway, the song. The defense wishes to argue that the singing trick was faked. And on what grounds do you base your assertion that the singing trick was faked? Okay. I'm thinking the communicator wasn't found. It does say that right here. What I need to do, the walkie-talkie or the autopsy report? Probably the autopsy report. Alright, it's faked. No, okay. I need evidence to back it up. Oh, it says the final cross-examination. Yeah, we'll finish this tonight. And then it's on the spirit of justice, unless we have a little break, but... I still feel like the song would have to be faked. Because you can't really fake the lifesaver trick when that was literally seen. So if I do the walkie-talkie, maybe I'm missing a step in its logic. Okay, let's see. Can we see anything that would prove that either were faked? Well, it didn't eat. Videos of summons can be viewed, show song. I don't know what I would use to prove it, that's all. Because I'm thinking they triggered the lifesaver trick and then played a recording of the song over the speakers. The show song is different from the one the Plume heard. They played the old video! Got it. I've got it now. He played the video over the speaker.
Take that!
This is a recording of a recent Swashbuckler spectacular. In this recording, Orla sings the same song she sang for Miss Faye earlier. But Mr. Plume said this song is different from the one that was sung a year ago. The song is different? Please listen to the song in the video from a year ago, sent to this cell phone. Okay, we get to see it again, lock on. Okay. I guess that's clearer, but I really thought we'd see the cutscene again. Yes. It sounds quite different from the song Orla sang for Miss Faye earlier. And yet, this is the same video Miss Faye used to issue the command to Orla to sing. By having Mr. Plume listen to the song recorded in the cell phone video, the true culprit made Mr. Plume think Orla was singing the song from a year ago. Only Marlon Rhymes, the owner of the cell phone videos, could have done this. Because only he would have... Hang on. Wouldn't there just be recordings that you could access anyway of the old show? They would keep some at the aquarium. Especially... I'm going to be Blackwell's job for him. Especially the trainer would have videos of what the orcas previously done, so that they would know the history.
Silence.
But Mr. Plume said she heard the orca singing right in front of her. How do you claim he made her think that? How was the song recording played? I intend to explain that too, of course. What? The answer lies somewhere in the Orca Pool Visitors Corridor. Marlon Rose played the song recording by using this. The speaker. Yeah.
Take that!
Mr. Plume heard the song while she was in the Orca Pool Visitors Corridor. There's a speaker in that corridor, so the visitors can hear the orca's sounds. And you claim the song was played from that speaker? How? Here's how Ryan's played the song over the speaker in the visitors' corridor. I'm also almost wanting to say the walkie-talkie. I'll save it just in case so I don't have to go through all the text again. The walkie-talkie. Mr. Rhymes could broadcast a song in the video to the speaker by using a walkie-talkie. And he could get Orla to do a trick by letting her hear Miss Summers' whistle signal too. He played the singing through the speaker and he made Orla do the lifesaver trick. All of this was the doing of the true culprit, Marlon Rhymes. Gah. This is what you did, isn't it, Mr. Rhymes? Oh, that's exactly what he's saying, Jayland! You timed that perfectly! You did it! Now we can save both Sasha and Orla! You went along with the rhymes. Hello, Jayland. Just leave it to Captain Wright's swashbuckling lawyers to win any case. I don't remember agreeing to that name. So it actually was possible for Miss Rhymes to manipulate the orca. I'm stunned. I see we will need to hear more from this witness. Mr. Rhymes, the time has come for you to tell the court the truth. Are you ready for this, Jayland? Are you ready for the rhymes, the raps, and the beats? He's chomping on that swordfish. So use a walkie-talkie, you say? Marlin, one of them. They're both types of billfish, but they have differences. Swordfish are known for their long, flat bill and rounded body, while marlin have a more elongated body and pointed spear-like bill. Wait, I thought that would be the opposite way around. They both look kind of similar. For the artistic depiction. Sorry, but you're dead wrong, me bucko. It be possible, says I. That look. Well, what it be impossible, says I. Okay. Well, what do you mean impossible? I shall sing ye a little little shanty, dissing your scurvy theory. Hark ye well now. Oh boy, you came in just for this, Jaylan, didn't you? Oh boy, it's the whole testimony. The dissing of Phoenix, right? Yo, walkie-talkie be broke for real. Mr. Lawyer's freestyle got no appeal. Broke before the plume on the scene, or broke before I could ever ring. Legit goofball, cleaning time I. Oh no, I've lost track of it. That orca you don't listen to me, Kay. Kill the captain, you so cray. Oh boy, we're gonna have to do that again because I missed parts. It goes way too quick. I wish it would slow down that little bit so I could actually say it out loud. No, we're gonna do this again. I'm gonna go with that same rap beat I had before. Yo, walkie-talkie be broke for real. Mr. Lawyer's freestyle got no appeal. Broke before the plume on the scene. Broke before I could ever drink. Legit goof during clean time I. Repealed sucking lawyer, spitting lies. That orca, yo, don't listen to me, K. Kill the captain, yo, you so cray. Yeah, cray. Okay. Here we go again with that flip-flop music. The golly, the sensible chuckles. The golly gee gosh darn it, I know, right? Yeah. Judge is on our side. Here we go with that flip-flop music. Broken. Of all the flimsy excuses, bilge sucking, that was uncalled for. You probably broke it on purpose after the fact. Oh yeah, sorry, I didn't actually interpret it. Yeah, it's broke for real, okay. Do you have to interpret it now? Thank you, Athena. You probably broke it on purpose after the fact. Arr, that'd be untrue, little lassie. Although I can't prove when it really was. Lucky be it for me, i.e. lawyers be the ones who have the proven to do. Absence of pepper of any kind. Yeah, he's just salty. When you got a diss track of someone, obviously you're salty about them. Like, come on. After everything we've uncovered, he still won't admit it. Somehow, I have to prove that he still could have done it. Look at him jamming. His movements go with the music. little bit fast in some parts, but hey, okay, we'll press it all now. Mr. Rhymes, are you sure it was your walkie-talkie that was broken? Of course I'd be sure. Though it doesn't have me name written on it or anything. But you can't prove it be not me walkie-talkie now, can ye? My skin just fell off. I'll never save Sasha this way. I have to figure out how we got a command to Orla. Oh, what? Oh, I'm dying here too. If Rhymes couldn't get a command to the Orca, your theory crumbles. Everything you've done will go up in smoke. I be not on the prosecution side of neither, mind ye. The defendant be innocent, says I. But either way, me walkie-talkie was broken, and that be the truth. Okay. Broke before the plume on the scene, broke before Wright could ever dream. So that is incorrect. Wright could have dreamed when the walkie-talkie was brand new and working. So you have perjury from trying to diss Wright by presenting incorrect facts.
Hold it!
Yeah, we need the Leroy Jenkins power. Do you have some way of proving that statement?
Silence!
The burden of proof is on you. If you can't do that, then we can end this cross-examination right now. Oh no, here we go. Oh hi, yo, ho, ho! Proof that it broke, bro, you a joke. Lag in a second and you gone choke. Right one and press on every word, nope. Judge gone fudge, undeterred. You go in front, then bring the pain. Or stop and walk away in shame. Oh my goodness. Silence immediately. Oh my god. You got a lot of... You knew what was coming up, lock on. And you weren't prepared to clip. Damn. Proof that it broke? Bro, you a joke. Lag in a second and you gone choke. Okay, look, let's just do it to this beat. Ahoy, yo, yo. Yo, ho, ho. Proof that it broke? Bro, you a joke. Lag in a second and you gone choke. Right, wanna press on every word? Nope. Judge gone judge, undeterred. You go in front, then bring the pain. Or stop and walk away in shame. That actually, if it went that little bit slower, it would flow a bit better. Oh, he makes me so mad. We're gonna come up with our own freestyle, boss. No, Athena, don't get caught in the trap. Don't be cringe. Let's get him back with evidence instead, shall we? No singing. Thank you, Phoenix. Witness, please continue your testimony about the walkie-talkie.
Hold it!
You made a big blunder? What happened? After I helped Sasha with the cleaning, I dropped it by accident and broke it. You wish to see it, and I still have it with me. See, okay, this is what we wanted, a bit of that. It does appear to be broken. The entire 10 minutes, clip it all. With me walkie-talkie broken, there'd be no way I could have done what she said. I couldn't have given the orca any commands. Oh, your walkie-talkie broke. Isn't that just so convenient? Mr. Rhymes, I think you broke it on purpose. Miss Lawyer, none of your false accusations, if you please. I broke it on purpose, so where be your proof? I don't have any proof. If his walkie-talkie was broken, it throws a monkey wrench into my whole theory. Why didn't he let Pals borrow his cell phone so casually yesterday? He must have already been confident I wouldn't be able to prove anything. Har har, you'll never be able to agree that Pox Orca be innocent. If something be not done about her, she'll get Sasha one day too. The Orca killed the captain, it weren't me. But you're suddenly munching on that fish. The billfish. Yeah, let's not go specific. Let's just go with the billfish. So you intend to continue to claim that the defendant is innocent, do you? But I won't stand for that. Now then, right, Donald, what's your next move? Actually, regarding the fish, I like the idea that it's a swordfish because we have Blackwell going on about swords, and then if he has a swordfish, then a pirate has a sword. Billfish, wait, yeah, marlins and swordfish are both subspecies of billfish. I checked that. I just like the idea. Yeah, when it's up on screen, I'm gonna actually do a comparison. But they are both subspecies of billfish. And if that's wrong, I'm gonna name the fish Bill. And there you go. Your Honor, I would like to examine that walkie-talkie if you don't mind. Certainly, here you are. Let's see if there's any way to tell when the walkie-talkie was broken. If it gave all of that command, then it couldn't have been broken at the time. Oh good, we get to actually examine it. Yeah, I know, we get to rotate in space or click it. B and M as a zoom in and out is kind of weird. Okay. Darn, it is broken. It doesn't seem to work. Wonder what would happen if I thump it. Haha, reverse psychology. I like it. Okay, well, do we need to take a moment? So we have a highly reputable source in Wikipedia. The billfish are a group, idea, of saltwater predatory fish characterized by prominent pointed bills and by their large size, some longer than 4 meters. Extant billfish include sailfish and marlin, which make up the family Istiophoridae, and swordfish, sole member of the family Ziphidae. Click marlin. I mean, I open this tab for when we actually see the picture in there. The top one's a marlin and the bottom one's a swordfish, I think it was. Hang on. If we go marlin and swordfish, we have the picture of the marlin, wow, high res, and the picture of the swordfish. Oh, that is so different. Yeah, okay. I think I haven't seen too many to be able to actually tell the difference. I mean, they colored it blue. This fish blue. Okay, well, we need to get a one with rhymes in, and then we'll compare it completely. Yeah, they all look the same when you eat them, don't they? They all look like pieces of fish. Have you had puffer fish? I would imagine you have, since you've eaten them all. Hey, it's not an old TV, you know? Please don't break it any further. Let's keep looking. You know, what would happen if he thumped it and then it worked? A walkie-talkie shaped like a sword. Pretty clever, but I don't see anything odd. Well, a sword walkie-talkie in and of itself is pretty odd, I guess. But let's keep checking it out. Alright. We need to search for all the bits and pieces. Oh, look at these! They look like tooth marks. Look, most of the time, unless you're going to one of those restaurants where they have the fish alive and there, or you're having the whole fish baked, you don't tend to see the actual shape of the fish. Hey, you're right. A bite this big. I wonder if it was Orla. Which looks more like the bite marks here than it does... Yeah, there's no bite marks on the sheath on his, so I reckon that Marlon took his walkie-talkie and used it. As I theorised from the start. Someone took his walkie-talkie and used it. Wait, a walkie-talkie with tooth marks? Didn't we have a story like that just yesterday? And it was the walkie-talkie Azura used right up until her death. Oh, they killed Goldie Roger, man. What a twist in One Piece. It wasn't... Oh, apparently he had a disease in One Piece that was going to kill him. So that means that Orla gave Goldie Roger the disease by biting him. And it is what caused him to go to his death so early. Because he gave up after he found the One Piece. It's my headcanon now. In the middle of the show, the orca brought Azura up to the surface in her mouth. She left tooth marks in Azura's walkie-talkie. The captain said he always kept that walkie-talkie with him so he'd never forget. The captain kept that walkie-talkie with him, so that was the... Rhyme said this walkie-talkie was his, but could it be? No doubt about it, don't ye agree? Arr, time to give it up, Mr. Lawyer. Forget the orca and just save Sasha, says I. I can't do that. Now that I'm finally a lawyer again, how could I hold my head up if I made my client so miserable? Arr, stubborn one ye be. We need the one where he pulls in front of him too. Okay, it's got the mouth opening like that. 100%. So, if we have a look at the mouth opening, they both have mouths that open that way, but the shape looks more like the Marlin, doesn't it? Yeah, with the head shape and that. The fin we can see clearly here. And yeah, that clearly is a Marlin fin. Look, I was checking. I am not my dad. I haven't gone fishing up to 1 million times and no fish inside and out. Arr, stubborn one ye be. So yeah, Marlin. Okay. Why didn't they make it a swordfish? I don't know. Is there something special about a marlin in relation to pirates compared to swordfish? It says something went wrong, couldn't find the clip. What the heck is Twitch doing? Failed to determine close. The rapping is too powerful for Twitch, bro. It cannot handle the content classification when I rap. That's what I reckon's happening. Is that a Blumum does some AI thing to try and go text, like speech recognition, whatever. And then because there's such weird words and a weird accent to go along with it, it can't figure it out. Yeah, I'll just do it when I'll make a shorts out of it when I edit it, because this is good parts to make shorts of. And they're pretty easy to identify because it's clearly in a different spot rapping than that. It's weird though. Don't worry, I'll do it myself. Fine, I'll do it myself.
Hold it!
There could have been some other way besides the walkie-talkie to issue the command.
Silence.
Don't do that. Yes, the orca could have received a signal from the defendant's whistle. Is this the point you're trying to concede?
Objection!
No, that's not what I'm saying. Some other way besides the whistle. Oh boy, here we go. Rotten lawyer, black-eyed samurai. Time for a freestyle drive-by. Sasha is legit, that's the truth. Orca's guilty, you gotta admit. You know that every time we have this. Rotten lawyer, black-eyed samurai. Time for a freestyle drive-by. Sasha is legit, that's the truth. Orca is guilty, you gotta admit. There we go. There's another one for the Fleetmobile. That crash at the end of it. Of course I'm white. What other rap do I know? I tell ye, it be the orca's doing. If you don't belay all this bilge, I shall diz you with some rap. Do they mean diss? They missed an S. They shall diz ye with some rap. Although that makes sense if he's can't spell things himself, so that's reflecting it. I can't believe you've already been doing. You've already been doing that. I believe you've already been doing that. I mean. We tried pressing him, but it didn't change anything. Oh, I don't know about that. His statements might not have changed, but the meaning of one of them may have. Really? You caught something? One statement just might be the breakthrough we need. In his testimony though, he doesn't say that it's his walkie-talkie that's broken. Wait, why don't we have that in the court record? Oh well.
Objection!
Okay, so which one was it that had the walkie-talkie bit again? The third one, I think. This one. I'll just present it to each one and see.
Objection!
Come on. And yeah, they're the ones that screw you over more, aren't they?
Objection!
Can't believe we're trying to use Norma's book again. Because it has the picture in it. It's quicker to load it. Oh no, that's wrong. Alright.
Objection!
Okay, I need to find which one it was that was the...
Hold it!
Yeah. Shipley's walkie-talkie hasn't been found.
Objection!
That's the one we needed to talk about. Okay. Right, because he kept that one with him, and it was working because he kept using it. But it wasn't on the body. Right. This bit, the time, that timing's pretty good. Hey, knife. I'm near the end of it. The walkie-talkie that the witness brought with him to court today may have been stolen from the victim, Mr. Jack Shipley. Our aquarium may look like a band of pirates, but thievery? Arr. According to the defendant's statement, Mr. Shipley talked to her on his walkie-talkie before his death. However, no walkie-talkie was found near the victim's body. Methinks the police just didn't look hard enough. Besides, the captain's walkie-talkie wasn't broken, be that not right? So this walkie-talkie has naught to do with mine. I'm not so sure that's true. The victim fell to his death. It's quite possible his walkie-talkie broke in the fall. You sold the walkie-talkie after the victim's death, didn't you, Mr. Rhymes?
Silence!
I will not allow such leading questions, Right General. If you claim the walkie-talkie belonged to the victim, show me your evidence. Certainly, I plan on doing just that. Please look at these tooth marks here on the walkie-talkie. Tooth marks? Ah, yes, I see them. The victim's walkie-talkie was a keepsake that used to belong to Azura Summers, who died a year ago. I like how they have the little latch for the batteries on the back of it. Those tooth marks were left by Orla when she carried Miss Summers in her mouth. If this is Mr. Shipley's walkie-talkie, then Mr. Rhymes' walkie-talkie is still unaccounted for. Which means he could have used it to command the Orca after all. And that's not all, Your Honor. The only one who could have taken the victim's walkie-talkie is the culprit himself. The fact that Marlon Rhymes had the victim's walkie-talkie is proof that he murdered Jack Shipley. Oh boy. Sink me. Ah! Not so fast, Mr. Lawyer. What? He still won't admit it? No, of course, you can't be used to just going this and then people admit it at Phoenix. This walkie-talkie be mine, says I. Then how do you explain the tooth marks on it? I've had many the run-in with that orca myself. Arr. She bit me more than once, and me walkie-talkie too. Evidence of our fights are carved here into me body. I thought that might come up. You can see them clearly. My goodness, I can clearly see the tooth mark scars on your skin. What? Are those really scars from being bitten by Orla? Yep. Oh boy, here we go. Oh, yo, ho, ho. You want answers? I got some mate. Those guys from Orla? That's right. Then you can put up a nasty fight. That orca bit me and left me scarred. Had a rep to protect, so I went in hard. So, Mr. Lawyer, I win. Just being frank and Orla, hey, you get to playing. Oh boy. Ahoy, yo, ho ho. You want some answers? I got some, mate. These scars from Orla? That's right. Then you can put up a nasty fight. That orca bit me and left me scarred. Had a rep to protect, so I went in hard. So, Mr. Lawyer, I win. Just being frank. And Orla, hey, you get to playing. Yeah. That's what we do with everyone. Damn, I actually really like seeing the history as well, especially in some of those where you miss some. Yo! Nihongo! Rapping! The Japanese version would be interesting to look at. I can't let him run this show. I have to find a way to prove the walkie-talkie belonged to the victim. And you can forget about fingerprints. I always keep my walkie-talkie clean and polished. This man had everything worked out before he even took the stand. But I won't give up. There has to be a way. Mr. Wright, I found something interesting. The tooth marks on the walkie-talkie. Notice anything funny about them? Funny? Funny how? Something's different about them compared to the other tooth marks we've seen. The only other ones I remember are the ones on the practice dummy. It's just a tiny difference and might not even mean anything. Right now, I need to consider every possibility we can, no matter how small. Yeah, of course. If I can figure out what's different about the bite marks, maybe I can somehow prove Rhymes' walkie-talkie actually belonged to the victim. Think, Phoenix, and you can turn everything around right here and now.
Skill issue.
Yep. That's why he needs to go into his mind palace. Time to review the facts we have so far. With the intent of killing Orla, Rhymes drained the show stage pool.
Yeah.
But Rhymes failed to kill Orla, and instead, he tried to pin Chipley's murder on Orla. In order to manipulate Orla, Rhymes must have used a cell phone and a walkie-talkie. But the walkie-talkie Rhymes has is broken. I think it's the victim's walkie-talkie, the one he kept as a memento of his zero summons. I have to find a way to prove that it is indeed the victim's walkie-talkie. What piece of evidence left on the walkie-talkie can prove it belongs to the victim? The orca's tooth marks. Because the fingerprints would have been wiped off. We have two pieces of evidence with tooth marks, a walkie-talkie and the dummy. Yeah, the placement of the holes is different. What's striking about these two pieces of evidence? The tooth marks are different. When I look closely, I see two different bite mark patterns. Two variations, huh? Wasn't there a trick of all that had two different variations as well? The show song. The Resident Evil font. Oh no, I cannot unsee that. It is 100% the Resident Evil font. A year ago, the orchid song and teeth marks were different from what they are now. What could be the cause of these two inconsistencies? What's behind the fact that the orchid's tooth marks are the back? And new teeth grow in, probably, but also it could have been a different orca. Do we want to go there? I feel like I want to go out there and say it was a different orca. Yep, that'd be it. More like Fontcom. And they just use impact for the last font here. I'm starting to think there are two different orcas, one a year ago and Orla now. And if the orca a year ago wasn't Orla, it means the bite mark on the walkie-talkie isn't Orla's, like Rhymes said it was. Yeah, there's two whales, what the heck? This is getting out of hand, and now there's two of them. Now I can finally prove the walkie-talkie belongs to the victim. Mr. Wright, you appear to be lost in thought there. Is everything all right? I just realised something astonishing, Your Honour. Your face is what's astonishing, right, Donner? Damn, in with the burn, Blackwell. Your rudeness is what's astonishing, Professor Black. I said Professor again! Prosecutor Blackwell. And what is the astonishing thing you realise? Until just now, I thought the orca at the ship-shaped aquarium a year ago and Orla were the same orca, which explains why it was taught a different song. However, two inconsistencies led me to a new fact. And that fact is that there might be two Aura Shipleys. What? Two different orcas? But that's impossible. No, not really. Sasha said that Orla could only learn one song. So that makes sense. They were going to redo the spectacular. They wanted to do a new song. Get a different orca. Everyone just took the first one for the second one. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that means that the one he's angry at isn't even the same orca. And he can't tell the difference. Order in the court. Explain yourself. What is the basis for this preposterous claim? The orca's show song a year ago and the one now are different. I believe it's because the orca a year ago was a different orca. Two different orcas, two different songs. It explains the show song contradiction. Well, what be this Bilgewater talk? I don't understand. I'm talking about the truth. Truth that will finally catch you out in your lies. You claim that the tooth marks on the walkie-talkie were Orla's, but that's not true. The two different bite mark patterns on the walkie-talkie and the dummy proves this. What? Two different bite patterns, you say?
Silence.
While I will concede there is a possibility that two different orcas exist. Bite mark patterns alone are not proof enough. I want more conclusive evidence. Okay, so if we look in here, the bite mark pattern here matches the sheath on Azura's hip with the bite holes. Alright. I will show you conclusive evidence then, ding dong lock on. So he wants to see evidence other than the bite mark patterns, does he? The orca a year ago and all have different songs and different teeth. Don't I have two videos on hand that can be used to compare these differences? I'll now submit two videos so which different songs and teeth can be compared. I mean, it has to be this one, right?
Take that!
And here's the other. Where's the other video? The TV phone, I guess it's in. Hang on, does it say it? Yeah, it shows the videos, yeah. Please compare these two videos, one from a year ago and one recent. As discussed, the two orcas are singing two different songs. Please also pay special attention to the appearance of the two orcas' teeth. How exactly do you claim their teeth are different? Let's look for shots in the two videos where the orca's teeth are shown. This is all in the recent video of the Swashbuckler's Spectacular Pirate Show. Oh yeah, conveniently gets the thigh. Alright. As you can see, she has all of her teeth. What a healthy smile she has. I'm a bit envious. I know, the aquarium would have the records that they changed women orcas. Next, let's look at the TV phone video from a year ago. Just as I thought, their teeth are different. Oh, I believe this smile looks a little different from the one we saw a moment ago. As you can see, the orca from a year ago has one tooth that's broken off. Yeah. If the teeth are different, then... Right, do orcas regrow teeth? I don't remember. No, they don't. Not like sharks. Okay, in my brain, because they had that suggestion there, I was questioning what I thought. Yeah, that's sharks. Yeah, they won't regrow the broken tooth. That's what I was just double checking in my head of like... I was conflating sharks a little bit with killer whales. Yeah, well, what they could have done was just remove the whole tooth and then another one grows in its place if they regrow teeth, but they obviously didn't do that. Yes, if the teeth are different, they of course leave different bite mark patterns. On the practice dummy, you can see Orla's uniform pattern with all teeth intact. And on the walkie-talkie, you can see that one tooth is missing from the pattern. And the positioning's a little bit different anyway, because that's how teeth will be. Ah, I see it, just like the smile of the orca in last year's video. The tooth marks on the walkie-talkie were not made by the orca we know as Orla. They were made a year ago by a different orca. To two different orcas? I can't believe it. The statement that the tooth marks on the walkie-talkie were from Orla was a lie. The truth is, this walkie-talkie was stolen from the victim, Jack Shipley. And the only person who could have stolen it is... the true culprit, Marlon Rhymes. He really didn't. No, you got it all wrong. It'd be all the fault of that orca. Oh, he's gonna blow. Whoa. You got it all wrong. Blimey. It'll be the orca's fault. This can't be. He's gone overboard. He's going into Davy Jones's locker. Once again, I'm too weak to help anybody. No, you were just dumb, bro. That wasn't a strength thing. You were just dumb, weren't you? We're on the same train of thought, lock on. And before tragic back, I mean, there's already the tragic backstory where his girlfriend was killed by the orca, which that then will be true, and they got rid of this orca and brought the new one in too. At least make sure, come on. Well, it would appear we should hear more from the defendant about Aura Shipley. Sasha Buckler. Yes, Captain Judge? Is what Mr. Wright claims true? Are there two different orcas? The secret the ship-shape aquarium was hiding was about Orla, wasn't it? Dr. Crab told me to focus on the orca's song. He hinted it would be a clue. Phoenix is right. The one we call Orla is the second Aura Shipley. There actually used to be two orcas at Shipshape Aquarium. How does nobody say about this yet? I used to call the first Aura Shipley just Aura for short. Aura and Orla were our sisters. The captain rescued them both when they got beached on the shore. But Orla was in bad shape and the ship's doctor had to look after her for a long time. Both orcas loved the captain, so we decided to keep them on at Shipshape Aquarium. How is there no records of this come up before? Yeah. Why didn't you say anything about there being two orcas? Well, because after the accident a year ago, Aura was put down. See, they did do it. That's sad, but hey, they didn't have a trial or anything for it. They didn't have evidence or a Phoenix right to prove it because it was a year ago when he was not a lawyer. What? Aura is dead? Yeah, the Center for Dangerous Animal Control demanded it. Apparently, the captain and the ship's doctor begged them. I know, they're not the fault of the animals. But this is what would have happened to Orla if we just let it go as well. If Phoenix never took up the case of defending a whale in court, that's what would have happened. We put the first one down, so please leave the second one alone, they said. Anyway, after the accident a year ago, the captain told us he was gonna put Orla in the pirate show as Aura Shipley. He asked us to keep quiet about Aura's death until the time was right. What a surprising and complex tale. Well, it's not that complex, but okay, more complex than we thought. Did all Shipshape Aquarium employees know about this? No, just a select few of us. Mr. Rhymes, did you know about it? Of course not. How would I? Tell me, Mr. Rhymes, did you plan on killing Orla from the start? Yeah, I planned to do it during the cleaning, so I drained the pool. Hey, he's admitted it. I figured if I didn't do something about that beast, Sasha's life was in danger. Sasha trusted that orca just as much as Azura did. I wanted to protect her. See, this is all coming back to him trying to simp for Sasha, but going about it all the wrong way. I really should have. Do we not have a representative from the Center of Dangerous Animal Control or whatever it was? Center for Dangerous Animal Control, yeah. Do we not have a representative as a witness there too? Like, I feel like that's a bit of an oversight. I couldn't help Azura, so I felt like protecting Sasha was the least I could do. My duty. I built up my strength so I'd be ready to kill the orca. I even fought with sharks. Bro. He's just diving in, fighting sharks, barehanded. What a mad lad. But the captain realized my plan and tried to save the orca. And that is why you killed Jack Shipley? Ah, now the report from the crime lab finally makes sense. He really fought his dolphins? No, he got the bite marks and everything from fighting sharks, obviously. Dolphins. Actually, if there was a pod of dolphins, that would have been more difficult than a shark in some ways. Report from the crime lab. In court yesterday, you will recall I showed a photo of the victim lying on his back. Yeah. According to the lab, the bruise on the victim's right wrist was Rhymes's handprint. Huh. His handprint? I didn't know how it fit in with the case until I heard Rhymes's story just now. But now we can imagine the reason for it being there. Rhymes must have made the handprint when he fought with the victim over the orca. Oh. A handprint made during a struggle? No. Rhymes was actually trying to save him because Jack was going to dive into the pool that was being drained or something, and Rhymes grabbed him maybe and then had to hold on to the ladder. I don't care what happens to me anymore. I deserve the death penalty. I'm the one that killed the captain. Please give Sasha her not guilty verdict. Just fessed up. He's fessed up, and now he's just like, okay, well, I'm not going to give you more details on this. Yeah, I reckon Shipley was saving a whale, and that's what Rhymes is saying now, so that makes sense. Yeah, it lines up with what Dr. Crab was saying as well, how him and Jack were going to save the whale. It even used the sleeping pills to make it look like he was dead, and then let him escape. Her escape. Yeah, you accept your defeat well, I see. Let me be your guide to hell. Get on with the verdict, your boldness. It seems this unprecedented trial that began with an orca as a defendant. No, we haven't used this evidence yet. Maybe it's something for after. Has finally come to a close. Sasha's saved! Olu's going to be so happy. Yeah, something's not right. Sasha's not guilty verdict is coming. Why do I still have this strange nagging feeling? Rhymes' handprint on the victim's right wrist. Was it really the result of a deadly struggle over the orca? I can't shake the feeling that handprint has some other hidden meaning. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's something else here. Is this trial going to end without revealing the whole truth? They never do that. They always let you know most of what happens anyway. Very well. The court finds the defendant Sasha Buckler. Objection.
Hold it!
Hold it. And close enough. Yeah, he is. We could call it. Your Honor, please hold off on that verdict. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? I would like to further explore this new evidence the prosecution just submitted. But what complaint could you have? You are about to get your not guilty verdict. Phoenix West lawyer, no, just let it happen. It's malpractice because they were gonna give him the not guilty verdict and then he's interrupting it. I see no need to further prolong this trial, Mr. Wright. Your Honor, we still don't know the entire truth of this case. This unnatural handprint Mr. Rhymes left on the victim's right wrist. I don't think it was a result of a fight between the two men. Not the result of a fight? Well, then what do you suggest it was? They were making out! Yeah, fantasy lore hours for sure. Boss, what are you doing? Do you remember that evidence we found at the show stage? Evidence? What evidence? That mysterious mark might be the key to understanding the whole case. Your Honor, the defense would like to submit evidence to expose the truth of this case. A mysterious piece of evidence that pairs with Mr. Rhymes' unnatural handprint.
Take that!
Marlon Rhymes left behind a very unusual set of fingerprints at the show stage. In what way were they unusual? They were right hand prints on the left side of the ladder. If one were to grasp the ladder in the same way as the prints, it would look like this. Looks like the ladder is being grasped from above. Yeah, he was holding onto it while he was holding Shipley with his other hand. Exactly. And the handprint on the victim's right wrist shows it was held with a powerful grip. Marlon Rhymes grasps the show stage ladder in an unnatural pose. Yeah, he was holding onto it. If it was gripping the victim's wrist in this position, gripping the victim's wrist, but then he must have been. It means Mr. Rhymes actually. The head injury, the fall was not intentional because he always wanted to kill the orca. But Jack was going in to try and save the orca. Why people still like, he just lied by omission by not saying about it, that's all. That's more casual lying compared to his outright lying before. That's right. If we couple the unnatural handprint with the mysterious fingerprints, we see that Marlon Rhymes was trying to save the victim's life. Oh, look. So many witnesses commit perjury and I don't even know if they get jail time for it. It's so weird. What? But that can't be. It's impossible. It's not impossible. Stop saying that, Blackwell. Why don't we ask Mr. Rhymes himself? Well, I guess they never actually say that in these games ever. They never swear that. They just come on the stand to be witnesses. Yeah, the greatest perjury, they hate his muscles. Why don't you ask him himself? Yeah, Mr. Rhymes, we want to hear the truth directly from you. No, I really couldn't. Yeah, I've got to hand it to you, lawyer. You got skills. Why did you have to figure it out? It doesn't matter what happens to me anymore. I'm ready to die. So is what the defense claiming true? The captain, he found out I drained the show stage pool. He rushed to the side of the pool, frantic to put some water in for the orca. Yeah, I knew, and he was trying to save the orca because he saw the pool drained. And then he slipped. Captain, give me your left hand! No, Marlon, you'll fall too! Yeah, from the start we could tell. Probably not. Forgive me, Marlon. I didn't realize what deep pain you were in. But please don't blame Orla. It's nobody's fault, not Orla's, and not yours. He can carry that giant fish, but not the captain. Well, the fish is probably lighter, to be fair. Got something better to hold on to as well. He was holding it in the gill rather than the wrist, which can slip. Hey! Damn. Captain! Bench those fishes. So, Jack Shipley's death was accidental. Why didn't you tell us that you didn't kill the victim? Because I have no right to live anymore. I'm ready to get the death penalty. Captain! The captain died because of me. And then, on top of it all, I used his body to frame Orla. I was gonna kill Orla, since she wasn't even to blame. She didn't do anything wrong. The only thing I can do now is pay for it all with my life. I can't do anything. Oh, what were they saying? It's nearly 20 meters. And it doesn't seem to be feet first. It seems like he landed on his head, which doesn't help. Blow to the head received after death. No. Wait, contusion. Wait, contusion from head trauma. Oh yeah, and then the coin hit his head. I think he landed head first, which doesn't help. I couldn't save the captain. I couldn't avenge Azura's death. Bye, Azura! Bye, Azura! Yeah, every time we're here, that blooming oblivion. Mr. Rhymes, you have the wrong idea about Miss Summers' death. Not even the First Aura Shipley was responsible for her dying. Aura, of her own accord, was trying to save Miss Summers' life. What? What are you talking about? Azura Summers suffered from a heart condition, but she didn't tell anyone and she performed in the pirate show anyway. She had a heart attack and died before anyone could save her. I'm sure she didn't think Aura attacked her. There's nothing to avenge. No way. A heart condition? She never said a word about it. Maybe she didn't want you to worry about her. So I wanted to get revenge all this time for nothing. At least the 7-year gap between Phoenix being disbarred and when Apollo came along was 7 years of fulfilled vengeance against Christoph Gavin. So neither case was murder, not a year ago and not this time either. Your responsibility in this matter is great, but I believe you can be rehabilitated. He really should have verified all of his information. Marlon, you better come back to Shipshape Aquarium when you're done, you hear? All and I and everyone will be waiting for you. Do you really want to do that, Sasha? He doesn't look like a guy who verifies. That's the problem. He's a pirate, buff dude, and he raps. Rappers never verify, obviously. Going off of this one example and nothing else. You still have a lot to offer, Mr. Rhymes. Live your life and never give up, for the sake of those who are gone as well. I promise to make up for what I've done, even if it takes my whole life. It takes me my whole life. Well, they apparently in this world they don't do autopsies unless it's ruled a murder and it's actually a case that's going to go to court. So they never did an autopsy of Azura. But there would have been records of it being a different whale to start with. We know that 100% because that was information that if he dug around he could have found fairly easily. He goes off and fights sharks, for crying out loud, before he verifies that, oh, it's actually the same whale. Doesn't even notice the difference. It is the biggest plot device. Mr. Right, Sasha. Thank you. The animal control, the Center for Dangerous Animal Control is 100% the real criminal. Well, I've seen countless trials, but never one that ended like this. I don't know how, Mr. Wright, but you always seem to manage to turn things around. I think all this excitement has taken a few years off of my life. Is that praise or a diss? Now then, this court finds the defendant Sasha Buckler. Yeah, the entire case happened because of a damn heart attack. Because people didn't know about her heart condition. Bruh. And no one going, oh, the whale was actually saving people. Go figure. That seemed obvious from the start. To me, anyway. Well, to everyone in the plane. Why? Court is now adjourned. And we should get some aftermath bits too, right? Yeah, the 22nd of July, 11 past 5 in the Arvo. In the Orca pool. Congratulations on your win! Thank you for your help today, Pearls. Even though you literally could have just spirit channeled Jack Shipley and solved the case in like 5 minutes. Yes, Sasha winning your birthday. There you go. It's nostalgia only. It's a bit like, I feel like with some decisions, like having Clavier appear in the Themis Academy stuff, just felt like, oh, we want to give this character a cameo than actually having a reason for him there. Oh yeah, they really could. Thank you for your help today, pals. Hee, all I did was have fun with Orla. Uh-huh. Orla, I'm back. Oh, I missed you, girl. Oh, I'm so happy for you and Orla, Sasha. Everything turned out great. Yeah, for a mock of a mock trial, not a real trial. And just to go, oh yeah, remember Clavier? People like him from Apollo Justice. Phoenix, Athena, I really want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Well, it's inadmissible as evidence in court, but you can get so much relevant information to the case from channeling the spirit that I don't see a reason why you wouldn't do it. Yeah, they like, well, they're going with the eel part of the pun rather than the reeling it in. I know. Well, and I are both really grateful. Come on, change up your puns. I will now act out my gratitude with a little performance. Ah! Miss Orca lover, don't you think you'd better take care of your health first? Alright, fine. I promise no more shows until I'm better. I don't want anybody to worry about me after all. Oh, too late. Marlon Rhymes just simps for each of the Orca trainers. That was his problem. Good, I'm glad that's... Hey buddy, Mr. Lawyer. You just had to blab every single one of the aquarium secrets, didn't you? I'm sorry, Dr. Crab. Nah, that's alright. I'm glad. It was kind of hard to tell, because he probably would not be allowed to work at the aquarium with the illegal torpedo device that he's using. Right? It's illegal, so he's gonna have a case soon where he's bloomin' carted off to jail for doing illegal stuff. Well, thanks to you, they now know we're using the illegal torpedo system. But I think we'll be able to wiggle out of serious repercussions somehow. Oh, you're gonna get Phoenix to defend you and then be like, he makes up crap all the time, let's just get him. Yeah, he needs to lose his license. Or at least he needs to be blacklisted and stuff, because he obviously knows what he's doing enough. He was using his own judgment to implement the torpedo system, but he shouldn't be allowed to work in some of these places again. No, not a single statute has ever been cited. All it says is, that's illegal. That writer is advocating for us, saying the law itself is to blame. Oh, the Plume's actually doing something. She said she's going to look into getting the law changed. Wow, go Mr. Plume. She sure is a powerhouse. Yes, but hang on. Why was that illegal to start with? Because that's gonna be a court case of like, why did they implement that law to start with? Why is it illegal? Maybe you shouldn't have it changed? Yeah, the Center for Dangerous Animal Control should be sued and have serious repercussions from this. Especially because they got an innocent whale killed a year ago. Yeah. That's what I'm wondering is like, obviously the torpedo system seems to be working fine. But so there must have been some reason why they made it illegal. And we haven't heard it. There's one thing you didn't figure out, by the way. Keep this to yourself with you. We don't want to get it out publicly. I'm just saying. They say it's illegal, but not why it's illegal. Yes, we do. Remember that appointment I have written down in my calendar? Oh, you mean meet the captain at Orca Pool at 7 AM? Then I meant the Orca Pool of the Supermarine Aquarium, not Ship Shapes. He's working 2 jobs, yep. What? Why were you supposed to meet there? Jack and I... we visited the Supermarine Aquarium once a month. Any idea why? He did the same damn trick he was going to do with Orla. He gave... they made her sleep, pretended she was dead and moved her away. Why didn't they just set her free in the ocean? I don't know. To get dolphin therapy treatment? Disney Channel ending. I know, I kind of don't like that doing that. I feel like the case a year ago, having that orca actually put down lends more weight to it. No, silly, remember what I told you? Jack and I were against putting the orca down from the start. What, you mean? He just pretended to put the first Aura Shipley down. The Supermarine Aquarium is harboring her for us. What? Oh, so they talk about large amounts of money you're paying them. Once a month, the owner and the vet disappear from this aquarium. And I came to find out that each time a large amount of money was being paid out. Rainbows. Well, we're paying for Aura's care. You wouldn't believe how much fish orcas eat. Now that it's been proven she was innocent all along, I think we can bring her back soon. Uh-huh. Also, why is this still in the evidence? Until then, keep it under your hat, okay? Huh? What was he telling you about? Oh, nothing much. By the way, Orla wants you to give her a little celebratory prize. That's why we have the fish. The twin was alive! I'm not the whole time! You're Dr. Crab IRL. Just, oh yeah, we can do that. He is a great character though. I really like, I've enjoyed this case. But someone that's a bit like, come on, it would have added a bit more weight and meaning to the case to leave it with the first aura put down. Because obviously the Center for Dangerous Animal Control would know the first aura Shipley was in the other aquarium. There will be records. Come on. Just like, where's your baby penguin then, Jayla? Oh, specifically requested that you give it to a phoenix. Haha, alright, fine. Let's see, what can I give her? The fish.
Take that!
Orla's coming a day late, but congratulations on your verdict. Hey, another cutscene. I know, random writing new. Phoenix dies. Orca killed Phoenix, right? Next case. But he would never die, even if he fell from the same height, because he's invincible. Oh my! Aren't you lucky? Haha, that's all his best trick. The thank you kiss trick. Oh, well, I want to be next. And so the curtain fell on my first trial in years. I'm looking forward to the comeback of Sasha and Orla's swashbuckler spectacular. After all, I made a comeback of my own as a lawyer. A few months later, oh, we're getting a aftermath. Date question mate. Right, time question mark. It's been a while since I visited Shipshape Aquarium. Now that Sasha's recovered from her illness, she's performing today. There's still some time before the show starts. I think I'll wander around a bit. Hi, Phoenix. Hope you enjoy the show today. The orcas are excited and ready to go. Okay, both of them are just back after a few months. Yeah, I feel like they should have put this case like in the collection here, in the right spots, and then you have this aftermath bit where it takes place after the main game or after the case, like where it would fit chronologically. She had the same heart condition apparently, but they just decided she'd get surgery then. I don't know why she didn't get surgery before, other than maybe not being able to afford it, but then that'd be the same problem again. Especially when she had to pay lawyer fees, and bloomin', yeah. Okay, that makes sense. That's what I was almost thinking. I heard it was set in between the cases, so do I play it then? But I ended up just playing it through. He does all the cases pro bono. Yeah, true. Or, I want tickets to the next show. That's his payment. Hi, Phoenix. I've enjoyed the... Oh, ready to go, yeah. Oh, I'm sure I'll enjoy it. Wait a minute. Did you say orcas, as in plural? Yep, let me show you. That wet fart sound is still funny. What? 2 Orlas? Don't tell me. Oh boy, there's no Sasha mustache. The orcas are gonna fight each other in a spectacular battle. Yeah, you caught it right. Aura Shipley the First has returned to Shipshape Aquarium. We be the 3 pirate sisters. Arr! Yeah, Crab's already told you. We be out to stop the evil Scallywag League, led by Red Sash and the giant octopus. It's only been a few months, that's why he's surprised, I guess. Yeah. I've played all of the... I played it in the order it was presented in the collection, because it's the first time I'm playing them. Well, I don't want to get in the way of their rehearsal. Guess I'd better go. Oh, she's still here. Well, if it isn't a blue boy, did you come for my book signing? Oh, Mr. Plume, there's a book signing? Yes, my new book just came out. It's called Ship Shape Aquarium. Don't pull the plug. The book signing will be held here in this room. After all, the vet owes me a favor. Yeah, she got them to approve the use of the torpedo. I'm grateful. The plume was good all along. She was just barking down the wrong tree, I guess, originally. Barking up the wrong tree. One of them. But why does she keep coming to my lab to bother me every single day? Obviously she likes you, Dr. Crab. Come on. My next work will be entitled Sniper, the Penguin Leaves the Nest. That penguin has not grown at all in the last few months. Gah, stop this cacophony. Why am I surrounded by carping females? Oh yeah, it was Cree, yeah. Carping females, that's a good censor. I like that one. Gee, Dr. Crab gets all the ladies. I guess I'll leave him to it. The plume hubba. Oops, it's almost time for the show. Yeah, they said a few months later, still no growth. Come on. Your persona? Yeah. Where have you been, Daddy? Polly and Athena already went in. While we were waiting, I brought some souvenirs to take back to the village. Sorry to keep you waiting. I bet they'll love your souvenirs back home, pals. By the way, I hear a certain someone is going to be in today's show. A certain someone? I wonder who it could be. Oh, it's almost time. The show's just about to start. I'm going to guess that Marlon rhymes as Red Sash. Oh no. Why? Why would they do this? Oh. That was really good art though. I'm just oh, why? Anyway. Alright, let's go to the show stage then. We get anime cutscene ending? Oh no, you see. I saved your seats, Mr. Wright. Oh, I can't believe I get to see the show again. I'm so happy I want to dive in the pool. You better not. I think they call security. You're welcome in the pool anytime, Athena, but Red Stash is the best swimmer of all. Huh? Who have you got playing Red Stash's role? See, I'm gonna call it Marlon Rhymes. Sasha, Aura and all are ready to go. And then they can introduce rapping into the show as well. Hey, I know that voice. Yep, you know it. Marlon is back and he's playing the role of Red Sash. Yep, I called it. They didn't even penalise him much. It be the new Swashbuckler Spectacular. I hope you enjoy it, me buckos. Let's go, let's see it.
And so, our pirates set sail for bluer seas under a sunnier sky.
Where's the cutscene of the new Spectacular?
As for me, I set foot into the world of law once more as a full-time lawyer.
Yeah. And thanks Sam Riegel for voicing Phoenix at the start and end of this. And in the anime cutscenes. That's it! Oh, come on! They had the whole last anime cutscene in the court record of Bloomin' the Swashbuckler Spectacular, but they didn't give us the new one as a cutscene. Also, what is this? Special DD commemorative? What's this? So that's been Ace Attorney Dual Destinies. They were doing high effort the whole time, and then at the end they were like, no, we don't want to make this animation. So far, it really feels like between Apollo Justice and Dual Destinies, there's a bit of a disconnect as far as the direction they were gonna go with some of the character stories and things. I still enjoy the cases and stuff, but I still feel like this trilogy so far as a whole isn't connecting together anywhere near as good as the first Phoenix Wright trilogy. As far as an overarching plot line through all three. Apollo got laid off, I know. He was a main character that got... he became a side character in the next game. If we go... Costume. Oh, we can only have costumes for Phoenix and Apollo and Athena. There's a Venomous Academy costume. We could have the Feeny Wavoo costume. I like Apollo's design, yeah. I do like Apollo. Like, Phoenix is good, but I do feel like, okay, we've had our main games with Phoenix as the main character. So, also being Dual Destinies, I'm actually not sure which two characters are meant the Dual Destinies of. I guess Apollo and Athena. But it could also mean, like, the destiny of Phoenix Wright coming back into lawyering as well. That's good. I am hoping to, and I don't really want spoilers because I'm going to play it. I am hoping to see Thalassa meeting with Apollo and Trucy and actually having some of that plot line come back a bit too, and some things that they kind of set up. I know they did have a different writing team in Dual Destinies, and I think some things were a little bit noticeable with that. Like, they kept repeating the, oh, I have to flip this case around, instead of just thinking about it like that. I feel like you don't have to declare it even if it's in their thoughts. The Bobby Fulbright reveal was very good. And I enjoyed the special episode. It was good fun. I think it's just, yeah. They made his first case a wacky one, which is interesting, compared to the impression I got from the earlier cases was it was at least one of his first cases back that he was helping with the post-courtroom bombing. Yeah, I really like the Phantom idea for the villain. I think one of the main things would be they were trying to follow too many characters at one time, and they could have changed up the prosecutor for one or two cases. Because they try to set up this whole dark age of the law thing, but we only see the exception in Blackwell. There's always one that will accept the truth, is not trying to make up stuff and all that. And we see Gasp and Payne at the start, but it's like Payne's always a tutorial prosecutor. The monstrous turnabout, yeah. Someone was like, I enjoy it while I'm playing it the first time, but if I'm going to replay it, I don't really want to for some of it. Because what were things in? Yeah, this is Monstrous Turnabout. This is Turnabout Countdown. The way they changed it to be non-linear chronology, I think was also a bit weird. Like, for me personally, I'd rather they keep it in chronological order rather than giving us something at the start as a tutorial and then going, Oh, now we're going back to Trucy's Athena's introduction. I think that didn't really work for me in the end. Yeah. I understand Phoenix taking the case because he was literally unable to stand up in court. He needed to go to hospital, but then he didn't go to hospital. The fool. And then he was forced to go to hospital because the Phantom conked him over the head or whatever. Yeah. I think out of some of them, the Cosmic Tournament about was a good one because we got to see it more tie into Apollo. Athena as a character, I do quite like. But I think because we had cases where it focused on Apollo and it focused on Phoenix coming back, which wasn't quite as bad, but they focused on Apollo in between, which made it feel like the Athena stuff should have been what they focused on more throughout the whole thing. Because the new character got her arc there. Or they should not have done the Athena stuff until later on and done something different. I don't know. I'm just throwing things out there. No. I think Turnabout Academy, while bringing in Juniper and stuff, should have been an Apollo or a Phoenix case. Actually, that would have been a good one to have Phoenix involved in because he was going to lecture there anyway. And yeah, we want Oddbag to come back, which we might see in Ace Attorney Investigations when I play that eventually. I've been playing for Context Knife. I played the first Phoenix Wright trilogy, then I had a break and now I'm playing through this trilogy. So I wanted sort of the main games and then I'd fill in the filler games as such, or the extra spin-off games and that, as you'll call them. So like the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, I'm probably gonna play Ace Attorney Investigations and then Great Ace Attorney Justice. Yeah, Ace Attorney, Spirit of Justice is next in line. Because we want to be continuing on and playing this trilogy. I thought I'd just try and encapsulate some thoughts. I've said about it throughout playing Dual Destinies, a bunch more of the things that have been like, and whatnot, that I wasn't as keen on, or things I thought could be improved. It feels less focused. I've seen some things online saying that they're really good. So I think we got some bangers after this that maybe are better as well. Because I've gone ranking this, I tend to think of the original trilogy all as one sort of game because I played it all together. Already that's better for me than this, about how the writing was and how the story arcs went for characters and that all through the trilogy. But yeah, Dual Destinies, especially with the 3D models, I felt like especially for the remaster there could have been some more fidelity on the 3D models. Because going from the 2D models, which I really like the details on them, to the 3D models with less fidelity on them seems to look weird. Especially since Apollo Justice is in 2D and then it switches to 3D, which I get because that's how the original games were. Because it went from DS to 3DS, I think, on the original release dates. So, what costumes do we have here? Oh my goodness, it can be in the Furio Tigre outfit. Yeah. The Manfred von Karma case was huge. Oh, and he can have classic school outfit. Oh my goodness, maid outfit Athena. Oh, that's funny. So I guess we play as Phoenix, Apollo, and Athena again. Go figure. I'm just gonna stick to the defaults for the games though, because for the first time playing, that's good. But man, Yeah, I know. They're essentially the same 3D models, so I don't know why these outfits are not in the previous game as well. That's also something in here, isn't it? They should be able to wear all of these outfits in Spirit of Justice, and then the ones in Spirit of Justice in this game. Why not?